Gentlemen, this is the second major track and field championships that Sha'Carri Richardson is missing from.
Luckily, it's not from a doping violation this time.
Well, don't look at me. I'm just here for the comments.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. Raymond, Adrian, and I are here to talk about the missing Sha'Carri Richardson from World Championship in her backyard. Adrian, I know she's still US track biggest attraction, but she's not at World Championship. And there are a lot of questions that we may need to answer. And one of them is, will World Championship suffer? And considering that this is being held in the US, and I think the US wanted to use Sha'Carri as the face of World Championship 2022 to bring out the US crowd. She never met the team. Will World Championship suffer because of this, her absence?
Not so sure the World Championships will suffer as much as just the US hype and the marketing around the event. The truth is that Sha'Carri Richardson will remind you that she's the sixth fastest woman in history, and nobody can take that away from her. But at the same time, she just would not listen to those who gave advice. I remember Usain Bolt telling her, look, just talk less and focus more on training. But she just would not listen. And so it's kind of sad not to have her in the event because you need that type of athlete that brings a buzz, kind of brings the excitement. You're not trying to kind of have a kind of rivalry between the top nation. But sadly, she was doing more of her talking online than actually on the track. And as you have said, she's more an attraction more than actually putting on a lot of traction on the track.
Raymond, some say that she keeps it real, but is it that she's keeping it too real at the moment? Is she talking too much? And if we're to look at her performance this season, and I don't know if we should compare it to her performance on Twitter, but we'll focus on her performance on the track because that is what we're about, or track and field performances. She did a couple races this season. She started the season very, very late, on sometime in May, and she ran 11:37, and a lot of people so that she's just a warm-up. This is on the back of some of her training mates saying that she's running 10:6, 10:3 in training. And then she proceeded to the US trials, ran 11:23, never made the semi-final. She dropped out in the heats, finished 5th.
Yeah, so she's keeping it one all the way real, 100% real. So I'm seeing what she's doing here. So Don King used to do things like that. You hype up the situation as best as possible, suck all of us in, because right now we're pretty much talking about her. And there's talks about her launching her own media platform. Is because people just can't get enough of her. But what is not happening is her performance. So right now, some persons might label her as another, you guys say attraction. You guys label her attraction. Fashion icon maybe. Some persons I've heard saying that and making some talk around something other than what's happening on the track. And that is the biggest problem right now because she's listed as a track athlete. However, everything else is going for her really well because she's getting all this attention. There's a lot of Twitter followers. There's a lot of young fans looking up to her. And it's just full on excitement. But once she get the performance on the track together, then Nike would be rewarded. The US personnel would be rewarded for actually sticking with her. Barring that, you have other persons you could put, hope in US. You have Atinmu and persons like that, Nighton. You have a lot of other things that right now transcend attraction and really actually pushing through to be the things that are actually doing some level of performance.
And talking about the attraction and the keeping it real, Adrian, last year after the World Championship, she posted or retweeted a tweet that highlighted the fact that there will be World Championship in 2022, the one that we're talking about now, 2023, Olympics in 2024, and then World Championship in 2025. And this has been adjusted because we had to change the date of 2020 Olympics. She mentioned that I will be undefeated over these respective World and Olympic Championship. This is the first of the championship, and she's defeated. Are these distractions affecting her performance on the track? And the distraction will put in context that she's also taking on USAID, US Track and Field, the media, the Jamaican YouTubers, and in addition to that, everybody else in track and field, yeah? Plus the millions of people on Twitter.
Yeah, so to put that in perspective, one loss down, Sha'Carri, one loss down, plus of course the 2021 Olympics, which was already a loss already. And she looks like there's no slowing down with those losses, because what it appears is that somebody needs to take away all her gadgets, all her phones, all her mobile devices, pretty much put her in a kind of detention where, look, you can't get to just talk so much and get her properly refocused. This is a very talented young athlete who has a lot of potential, but it appears that somewhere in her environment or the people who she's actually seeking guidance from are not bringing her in the right direction. And as such, it can't be good for them. As a matter of fact, it can't be good for the brands who would have expected to see one of the top athletes line up at the World Championships, missing out on that opportunity to showcase their brand, because she's just not focused. And so the brands are missing out. USA Track and Field is missing out. The world of athletics is missing out with some good rivalry and missing talent. And right now, no, she's not undefeated. She's gone defeated, and we're hopeful that she can actually get back on the track and less on the social media pages.
Raymond, we hear Adrian, and he spoke about taking away gadgets and all of that. But the type of energy that she pushes is something that track and field needs at this time. I think her flamboyant behavior, her attitude, her aggressive nature. It is a competitive, it is an individual competitive sports, Adrian.
But not if you're not running.
No, leave.
And I think track and field need personalities like this. We saw what Usain Bolt did, and by no means am I comparing Sha'Carri to Usain Bolt, but we saw what Usain Bolt did with his off the track antics, right? And it drew a lot of fans to track and field.
So Kurt, you guys are outfit, right? I'm so with all the outfits and constant changes, I'm actually looking forward to see which outfit she come in. It's unfortunate that she won't parade any at the World Championship, but I'm guessing that Diamond League and other ones
She
that she
could be in the
participated to
stands.
run, we'd
She
see.
could
But
draw a crowd from the stands.
right, hopefully she's there. I mean, it's in our backyard, so hopefully she's there too. And say next year you guys would see me. Just wait on it. And another thing is this is funny engagement. Constantly talking to them. It might seem negative in a sense, but it's engagement nonetheless. Somebody says something and she's back at them. I feel as if I get up tomorrow and say, Sha'Carri, what are you doing? She will respond to me, what you are not doing, or some of the nature sort. Something like, who are
You're
you?
the infirmary.
But at the end of the day, there's engagement. One thing is for sure though, I'm knowing that Sha'Carri is answering me. So I feel special. so that is all engagement and she's reaching out. So the truth is, leave her with her gadgets. Leave her with her gadgets, and allow her to engage and talk to the fans. Barring that, when it comes on to training, there's how much time in a day when it comes on to training, she just really need to put down some serious work and pick up the gadgets after.
But leaving her with her gadgets can't be at the expense of her performances.
No, it's not like she's running with the phones in her hand. So really and truly, it's
Exactly.
so I'm gonna leave that. Let me go back to what I said. I'm here for the comments. Let me just.
But you did mention that she is a special athlete and a very talented one, and that is something that we all agree on. Adrian, can she recover, or better yet, will she recover from this? Seeing what happened in the US trials, she didn't make the team from the 100 or the 200, nor did she make the relay teams. 2 years in a row not being part of what she loved, which is track and field. She missed out on the Olympics. She now missing out at the World Championship. And we're wondering, will she or can she recover from this? Going forward, age 22, we're expecting a more mature track athlete.
Yeah, so the truth is that the good part about Sha'Carri Richardson is that she has time on her side. Although she has made some missteps, which involves her missing two major championships, she still has an opportunity to be able to show her full potential. But make no mistake about it. For example, Usain Bolt, who did his off-field antics and all of that, backed it up on the big stages by his performances on the track. And he would have told you that he would have had to be disciplined, train really, really hard, keep himself focused, and your coach and your management team plays a big role in that. Sha'Carri Richardson needs to surround herself with a good team that allows her to fulfill her best potential on the track, because if you put her personality off the track along with her on the track speed, and she does well, then it does well for her, it does well for the sport of track and field, and it can only get better. But at this moment, she's getting another summer to reflect on what could have been, and that's a little bit sad.
Fans out there, let us hear from you. What's your thoughts on Sha'Carri's performance this season, as well as her performance at the US trials? Do you think she will recover from this? And what's your thoughts on her off the field, off the track antics, as well as her fashion statement every time she's on the track? Whatever your thoughts are, leave those comments in the comment section below. Be nice, and always remember, it's not just you need to be nice to us too, right? Always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe, and to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Adrian, Raymond, and I signing out. Be blessed.